Alright guys, we are back for some more Zero Escape 2. Yeah, the last puzzle room was interesting to say the least. I ended up making, typically I record like 2 episodes of this, like around 50 minutes each, like every other day, essentially, is kind of like my schedule. But I ended up stopping after that one video, mainly because at the time of stopping the video, I was frustrated at the game. And then, talking to my friend, I finally realized what the beds were used for, and then I was frustrated at myself. In either way, I was frustrated, and I ended up just editing that episode since I had to do a bunch of cuts because of, you know, first getting locked out and not being able to get the gold file, so having to redo the room, and then having that issue where, like, I completely scuffed the way to get the gold file after being so confident in how I was supposed to get it and being completely wrong. So anyway, let's get started, shall we? Where these next couple episodes are probably gonna be all AB game and like little lore bits working our way down this line towards the second door choice. Maybe we'll be at the second door choice at the very end of this. So yeah. We made our way down the hallway, and at the end, waiting for us, everybody else. Hey, looks like the gang's all here. What's up?
Nothing's up. We left our room, headed left.
And ended up here.
Sigma, let me see that map you found earlier.
Oh, right. Yeah, showing how all the rooms connect. Yep. Okay. Can I skip this? I can. Okay. Oh. Yeah.
That's the same as the map we found
Sorry.
in the lounge.
Yeah, I know how it all connects, so I just figured skip that part, you know. The lounge.
Oh, we found something like that too. Our
Yep.
room was an infirmary.
That's so. We found ours in the crew quarters.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit, exchange information.
No. There's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
Alright. It's been so long, I feel like it's been a while since I started another door. I forgot there's a lot of, like, the exploring bits that we go through in the first half, you know. After, like, the second door choice, it's not as much exploring as it is, like,
What the?
shit going down, you know.
Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too. The
Yep.
one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
Yep.
Are these chromatic doors? Look, there's a box here. It looked like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock, huh? Yeah, won't budge.
Yeah, just like the other doors. No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
I just kind of wonder, like, I always think about my own situation, like, because it's funny how these characters constantly are checking the doors to see if they'll open, you know, even if, like, all the doors they've opened before that have been similar haven't opened. And I'm trying to think, like, I might do that too. Like, for some reason I find it funny, but at the same time, I think I'd probably do it too, because you never know, like, you know, it's a weird perspective because I'm, like, metagaming a little bit because, like, I'm a person playing a video game. And I imagine in the I find it silly that they check all the doors because I imagine in the video game they wouldn't make that mistake. But I feel like if I was doing it in real life, I would check the doors because you never know if someone, like, set up this elaborate room. You never know if you're gonna find something that isn't meant to be found, you know, and screw up the plans. But yeah, so I guess I think it does make sense. Just for some reason, I find it just kind of silly that they're always, like, checking the doors. Yet I shouldn't feel that way.
Oh.
The time left.
No, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right.
Yeah.
The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh yeah, the time left? Right. Looks like 2 hours, 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
We got the AB game.
No. Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Clover, how about you show him that note we found?
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Okay, yeah, it's the
Huh?
one we all got.
Was it something about supplementary? Because we found a note just... It was in the
Yep,
infirmary.
everyone found it. Yep, we found one too. It was in the safe in the crew quarters. Yep. Yep, supplementary rules. Yep, yep. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the
I don't think
warehouse.
Zero's
Yep.
saying we can. Otherwise,
Yeah, saying we
what's the
have
point
to.
of it?
You mean
The
this?
key
The
card.
ambidex
Yep.
room?
We
The
found some
ambidex room.
too.
Yep, everyone found them.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when...
If you don't mind stupid angry...
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Jeez.
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
I guess that was like some... I think we might have actually heard that dialogue before. Or at least... I feel like we've heard some of this dialogue. Maybe not all of it. So when Zero says jump, we say how high. I'm pretty sure we've heard Dio say that. I don't know if we got the exact response from Tenmyoji, but yeah, very similar.
Alright, fine. I'm going.
I wonder what Dio knows of this. Like his mission was to like infiltrate this place, right, and get something, or maybe put something here. I don't know. Like they talked about how a terrorist group was trying to wipe everyone out, except for like their followers, you know. So it kind of just makes me wonder if like, what if he was sent here to, because we got the Zero bomb deactivation code or whatever from
this is the crew quarters, huh?
from him, right? So what if he was here to plant a bomb rather than get something out, because we are like a little bit of people that aren't part of his like cult organization, and they're trying to wipe out all the remaining people that aren't part of it, you know? So he came here to plant a bomb and make us all be stuck here, you know? Either that, or he really was trying to get something out of here. I don't know. I'm super curious, like, I wonder if we're gonna find out. I mean, I feel like we must find out what Dio's doing here. It's just interesting that we didn't find out all of it in the Dio end, which makes me wonder whose ending, unless there's... I wonder if there is an ending for, like, all the characters. Is there 9? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, there is 9. Yeah, interesting. We'll just have to keep playing and find out.
Just as the note said, we had no trouble getting in here.
That means we can go to the infirmary or the lounge.
Yeah, we can check out any of them.
Hey, look, Grandpa! They got a poster of a lady in here! It looks like the ones you got back home!
This one's pretty hot. I think we're talking at least 14, maybe even 15 EU.
What?
Agreed.
What kind of ranking is that?
I sure would like to take it home with me. Unfortunately, I don't think this is really the time for that.
It's kind of creepy.
Let's keep moving.
Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Oh, that's us figuring that out. Or had they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the Nonary game, and if Quirk was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy.
Also, didn't it seem like we haven't gone back to it yet, but in the very beginning of the game, I keep trying to remind myself, well, I haven't reminded myself this part, but I keep trying to remind myself stuff of how that happened, like, before even getting to this point, because I keep jumping to the door split, right? But there's stuff that happened before, and one of the things was that Phi hinted at knowing us, right? So that's interesting.
I can't wait to get out of here and back to my grandpa videos.
Oh,
Oh my
you
god.
mean the ones you keep in the locked cabinet?
Shh! Be too loud, Quark. You have to say these things quietly.
Dirty old man, Mr. Tenmi OG. I don't even want to know what he does with that Akane picture. I'm just kidding, that's gross, that was wrong. I shouldn't have said that. Two milkmen, go comedy, woohoo! Welcome to my kingdom. Oh.
Oh, you're finally done? You were taking so long. I hopped off for a little nap.
For yawning? Really? You're just a computer program. You don't get tired.
Hey, B.O. My temper's got a hair trigger, and you're awfully close to pulling it.
Yeah, we've seen some of this. Yup, explaining the AB game, right? Okay, Kay, Quark, and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmi OG. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion about who'd go into which door, but Fi and I found ourselves heading toward the leftmost room. Alright. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. We were with Alice, right? Yeah. I think we should head into...
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay, okay. I like how Sigma's always, like, confirming with the people, and they're always like, why do you keep telling me? Let's just go. I guess they're not all like that, but...
An ambidex gate has been opened. 45 minutes.
Yep. 45 minutes. What? This game's got a time limit, too? Wait.
Something wrong?
No, nothing. I just... There's no one
What
here.
are you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here.
Well, yeah, I know, I just...
Let's get inside.
Yeah, right. What? Wait, what? Why did he... Am I thinking too hard about that? Was that just Sigma being silly? Hold
This
on.
looks just like the room we woke up in.
This game's got a time limit too. Wait, is something wrong? No, nothing. There's no one here. What are you talking about? Of course there isn't anyone here. Well, yeah, I know. Let's get inside. Yeah, right. Is this the first time we're going in the room right away? Aren't we always, like, going in and it's like 10 seconds until yada yada? And, like, this time we opened it, we're going in right away. Maybe there's been other times we've done that too. Maybe it's like something we do in, like, the first room a lot. I can't remember. I just remember thinking always to myself, why do we always do this in the last, like, 10 seconds? Like, but... Interesting, okay. Yeah. Well, there's one thing that's different.
That screen.
Yeah. Looks like there's something on it. It's also funny that we know we came out of these rooms, yet Fi says it looks just like the room we started in. Okay, well. What's Fi gonna say this time? The first time Fi really pushed us to hit betray. The second time we went through a door, Fi was like, okay, you know, you do whatever you want, you know? And what is she gonna be like this time? Is she gonna be pushing ally? Is there gonna be like the 3 different sides of Fi?
What the hell are you doing, you idiot?
What? I just pressed the start button.
Did you even read what it said? Once you press that button, it locks the door for 40 minutes. Now, thanks to your stupid ass, we're stuck in here for almost an hour.
So if everyone... Okay, so if everyone votes, are we still stuck in here for an hour? Or once everyone votes, will it just finish? Oh, really?
Yes, really. Ugh.
Is this gonna be Fi story time, maybe? For 40 minutes?
Hey, hey, hey! Looks like everybody's closed their AB gates.
AB gate.
That's the door to the AB
Yep.
room, silly. You're in the AB room right now. Now, if you'll excuse me, I'll be continuing my earlier explanation.
I'm gonna go through this again just cause.
Now,
Wait.
Let me tell you about the AB game. Since it's
Okay.
a game, you're obviously going to have an opponent. But it's not like this is a battle royale where you just fight everybody.
Okay,
Each
yeah,
round
you're just
will
against...
be a one-on-one battle.
Okay,
mono
yeah.
a mono, or mono a womano. Well,
I guess it's just explain. I wasn't sure if we were gonna learn anything. I guess I could just skip.
so for example, that means that Siggy
Oh.
and Fido will be playing against
Oh.
Alas.
Never mind. It's not letting me
It goes
skip
the other way, too.
because it said Alice.
Alas's opponent will be Siggy and Fido. Obviously, that means Potassium and Cleaver's enemy will be Tamioli,
Yep.
and B.O. and Quirk's enemy will be Mooney.
Yep.
Well, I guess enemy isn't really the right word, is it? After all, if you choose ally.
Now I can skip it. Okay.
Okay then. I think that about does it for the basic rules. Well,
Yeah, we've
actually,
done enough of
there's
these.
a little bit more, but it'll just have to wait, I guess.
Yeah, if you reach 0 points, you get penalized. That's the one missing rule, right? Why does it have to wait?
It'll be okay.
No, it won't.
30 minutes remain.
Still 30
until
minutes, okay.
Ambidex game polling closes.
Anyway, I've gotta hop along now. Don't do something harebrained and wait until the last minute. You got plenty of time, so think it out. Bye-bye now.
Okay.
Have a nice trust.
Man, what are we going to do?
About the AB game?
Yeah. Should we choose ally or betray?
Yeah, it's a tough call. This is really kind of an interesting game. Seems like it's based on the prisoner's dilemma.
What's that?
You've never heard of it? It's a thought experiment that uses game theory to examine why people do or don't cooperate.
It's a game theory.
Let's say Apple and
love
Banana
it.
have committed a serious crime.
Apple and banana?
I just gave them the first names I thought of. They don't mean anything. Anyway, Apple and Banana are caught by the police and sent off to separate cells far away from one another. In other words, there's no way for them to contact each other. And they're not like telepaths or something.
Ha! Ha! Funny, Fi! Ha! Good joke!
So that's the setup. You following me?
Yeah, keep going.
So, a detective shows up. He visits each cell and tells them both exactly the same thing. Goes something like this.
You can both clam up if that's what you want. We're gonna have to put you both in the slammer for 2 years if you do. Now, if you flip on your pal over there, tell me everything.
I feel like we've heard that voice somewhere.
I can get your sentence reduced to 1 year. That means your buddy will serve 15, but that ain't your problem, right? Of course, if he decides to spill the beans, it goes the other way. He gets 1 year, and you get to spend 15 years eating government cheese. You're probably wondering if both of you confess. Well, I can shave off a little time for saving me trouble, but you'll still both do 10 years. So, punk, what's it gonna be? Gonna give me what I want? Or you gonna keep that trap shut? Of course, I told your partner the same thing I just told you. I wonder if you can trust him to keep the cat in the bag. No rush. Give you plenty of time to think about it.
So that's the prisoner's dilemma.
Yeah. What would you do? Say you were in Apple or Banana's shoes.
Well, Oh god. If my erstwhile criminal associate Banana is going to keep his mouth shut, then the best choice for me is to spill the beans. That way I only serve 1 year. But what if he confesses too? Then the smart thing would be for me to do the same. After all, if he cuts a deal and I don't, then I'll spend 15 years in prison. If I confess, I can shave 5 years off of that. Then it seems like the best choice is always going to be confess.
Interesting. But you're forgetting something important.
Which is?
That Banana will be thinking the same thing. So you'll both confess, and you'll both end up serving 10 years. Do you get it?
Yeah.
If you both trusted each other, then neither of you would have served more than 2 years.
This is Fi is making the argument I've made this whole game, where the people who have said that betraying is the better choice because you gain more points and can leave quicker. The thing is, I've always said if everybody thinks that way, then everyone betrays and no one gets points. And I feel like maybe I'm interpreting this wrong, but I feel like Fi is going with the argument that I had, where it's actually better if everyone just allies, you know? Because it takes a little longer, kind of like how confessing would get you 1 year, but stay silent and you get 2 years. You know, it takes a little longer to get there, but obviously I know there's the aspect of, you know, in hindsight, I know there's enough games for us to get 9 BP. At this point in time, they don't know that there's enough games to get 9 BP through allying. So I definitely understand that aspect to it, you know, but anyway.
But because you both made the decision based on your own self-interest, you're gonna spend 8 more years in prison. In other words, the logical decision leads not only to a less desirable outcome on the group level, but also a pretty shitty situation on the personal level too. You see now? The A-B game is the prisoner's dilemma.
I feel like this might have been a good thing to see, like going through this door might have been one of the better to do for the first time. Granted, I understood how the A-B game worked with the first instructions. I wasn't really confused, you know? But I feel like this is a good, fun little way to explain the A-B game if it was like your first time through it. Yeah, they're pretty much the same thing. If we trust Alice, we can both increase our BP by 2. But if we don't trust each other, in the long run, it won't benefit either of us.
Yeah, but this is where it gets interesting. Let's say for a moment all 9 of us are on one team. Who would we be playing against?
0, of course.
Right. So we can assume the 9 of us are fighting 0 in the A-B game. If you look at it that way, what would we want to do to beat him? Just look at the point totals. Say we all picked Ally. What would our total points be?
Well, 2 times 9 is 18, so 18 points.
Okay. Now let's say one of the pairs chooses Betray.
The pair who picked Betray will get 3 points each, so in total they'll have 6 points. But the solo they betrayed will have 2 points subtracted, so the total gain for that game would only be 4 points. The other 2 groups would choose Ally for that round, right?
Yeah.
So for the other teams, you'll get 6 each, which gives you 2 times 6 is 12, plus 4 is 16 points total.
So, what does that tell you?
If we consider all 9 of us to be on the same team, we need to all always choose Ally to get the most points. Finally, someone addresses it. Unfortunately, the rest of the group isn't here to hear it. If even one person chooses Betray, the total points we get goes down.
Exactly. In this game, if each individual acts for the benefit of the whole group, everyone benefits. But if everyone starts looking out for themselves, it'll impact the group negatively. And eventually, it'll impact them negatively too. If all of us choose Betray, then the group gets 0 points.
Right.
Ultimately, nobody benefits.
Right. Finally someone said what I think.
Not even the individual. In other words, selfish but logical decisions hurt everyone. And they hurt you.
I love Fi. Luna, you're great. Fi new waifu. She's speaking truths. She's speaking what's on my mind. Okay, I think I get it. What you're saying is that I should pick Ally.
No, I mean the opposite.
What?
You're going to make the most logical choice here. The only option is Betray.
Okay. Fi not waifu anymore. No, I'm just kidding. What? Why? You just explained why that was a terrible idea.
No, I didn't. It's not the prisoner's solution. It's the prisoner's dilemma. Even though there's an outcome where everybody's happy, the choice you'd have to make for that outcome isn't the rational one. You want to pick it, but you can't. A dilemma. If we choose Ally, and Alice does too, then yes, it'll be great. All 3 of us will get 2 points. That would be ideal, obviously. And it would help everybody. But What if Alice chooses betray?
Our BP will go down to 1.
Right. And if that happens, we're screwed. So...
Oh.
20 minutes.
Oh wow,
remain
okay.
until
Only 10 minutes have passed.
Game polling closes.
Cool.
Unless we can be certain that Alice will choose ally, we don't have a choice. We have to choose betray. Unfortunately, we don't have any way to know that for certain.
I mean, I understand her logic. You know?
That means we have to make the rational choice. It would be great to make the right choice, but we can't.
The thing is once you betray once, you're setting that precedence, and kind of like Dio, where like you see like, oh, we see that he betrays everyone, and later on everyone just betrays him. By allying, we set a precedent that people can trust us, you know, so... But I see what she's saying. Hey, did you just say we're screwed? Yeah, I mean, I imagine what she's about to say is that if we hit 1 BP, there's no way we're gonna get back up to 9 before someone else does and leaves, right? Either that, or we're gonna get more hints that she knows what happens if you hit 0. If you don't mind telling me, what did you mean by that? I'm guessing something happens if our BP hits 0, right? Oh. I mean, the way you said it sure makes it seem like something's going to happen. Do you know something? You do know something. What are you hiding? Just Fi's quiet. Yeah, you know, there's been something weird about you from the moment we met. I mean, for starters, how'd you know my name? Oh, we're addressing that. I just talked about that.
Knock it off. This is getting old.
I don't care if it's getting ancient. This is important. I don't know you, but you seem to know me somehow. The only explanation I can think of that makes any kind of sense is that you're working with Zero.
What about you?
Well, what?
Are you working with Zero?
Me? Classic deflection, Sapphire. Why would you think that?
You're too calm. You wake up trapped in some kind of twisted game and it doesn't even faze you? That hardly seems normal.
You seem pretty calm too, Fi. Oh, come on. I could ask you the same thing, yeah.
Don't change the subject.
You're the one that changed the subject! We were asking you questions and then you started— Oh my god. Nice try, Fi.
We're talking about you.
We started talking about you first!
Maybe you actually do know me.
What? Where the hell did that come from? Look, I already told you, I've never seen you before in my life. What? Oh, we're getting memories again. What the hell? Oh shit. Wait, it has a 3 on it, right?
Sigma.
So wait, there was a 0 bomb, there was the 1 bomb, and then is that the 3 bomb? I don't think we've seen that yet.
Just let it go.
What?
Our time's up.
What
This is
is
it.
this? What is this? What?
Before it ends, I wanted to tell you thanks.
What?
You know we're about to die, but you still stuck with me. So, thank you, Sigma.
What?
Goodbye.
Aww. Holy shit. It was like magma. That wasn't even like an explosion. It was like we're hovering over a volcano and something caused it to erupt. What was that?
What's wrong?
What? We didn't even see that before. That was like the other times I felt like we flashed to stuff we've seen. That was flashing to stuff we haven't seen.
Saw what?
The explosion.
Explosion?
I think there's a bomb somewhere in this building. I'm not sure, but it sounded like it was on a timer. You and I were trying to stop it, but we couldn't do anything, and And...
Whoa! Sigma! Calm down! What are you talking about? What is it now?
My head.
It hurts?
Yeah.
You know, you said it hurt when you first woke up in the AB room, too.
It didn't just hurt, it felt like it was going to explode.
Are you alright?
I think so.
Maybe you should rest a little.
Yeah, maybe I could just lay my head on your lap.
Of course. I shouldn't have worried.
Fi and I spent the rest of the time until the door opened in silence. The AB game was forgotten as I tried to make sense of what I'd seen. Had it been real in any way? Or is it just a hallucination brought on by stress or maybe some strange drug they dosed me with while I was out? Now, my curiosity is, I feel like a lot of these have been, because we've seen other things, it's unlocked little flashes like that. But this was something we haven't seen before, so does that always happen if you go through this door and get to this point? Or did this happen because we've done stuff on the other two branches? I don't know. Interesting. Or was it just a hallucination brought on by stress or maybe some strange drug they dosed me with while I was out? It had seemed real, though. Was it a premonition? I had to stifle a bark of laughter at the thought. Seeing the future? This wasn't some crappy sci-fi novel, this was real life. Things like that didn't happen. Well, we know in ZE1, it kind of happened. I was just tired. The stress of the nonary game was probably getting to me more than Fi thought. I was tired and I was emotional. A hallucination was strange, but really, it was perfectly understandable. But what if I wasn't losing it? What if I was fine? What if it hadn't been a hallucination? I sat there for what felt like hours, my mind running in circles. Alright, and now we're gonna get to the last few seconds, right?
5 minutes remain.
5 minutes.
Until Ambidex game polling closes. All players, if no vote is recorded.
What the hell was that?
What? Do you need a translator? If you don't vote fast enough, then it'll set your vote to ally. Make sense? Or do I need to use smaller words?
So if you plan to pick ally, then you don't even really need to go into the AB room.
I guess not. We're already in here, though. So we might as well figure out what we're gonna do. What's it gonna be, Sigma? Ally? Or betray?
Why are you even asking? You made it pretty clear that we should choose betray.
Well, I didn't say should. I just said we didn't really have a choice.
But that's the same thing.
It's completely different. The former is an active opinion. The latter is just passive information.
Whatever. You still want to betray, right?
Yeah.
Then why did you ask me? So we never really finished our conversation from earlier. You said that we'd be screwed if our BP dropped to 1? What did you mean by that? Is something going to happen if our BP gets to 0 or something?
We die.
Oh, yep, there it is again. What?
If our BP drops to 0, we die. The needles in our bracelets activate.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
Well, how the hell do you know that? Zero never said anything about it.
I don't know. I swear, I don't. I know somehow.
So is Fi having the same, like, future-y thoughts as we are? Did she, like, have one of those flashy vision things and heard that? Is that how she heard it the first time, too? Is that the point of this nonary game? Like, the point of the first one, well, the point of the one that we played was to save Akane. The point of the original first one that Ace put on and the other guys put on were to try to get, like, people to access the morphogenetic field and, like, transmit information between each other, you know? So is the point of this one to try to get people to transmit information to the past somehow? Is that the point? Maybe the world is screwed, and Zero thinks that if we can transmit information to the past, we could transmit information to someone prior to the world going to shit and get them to stop it or something. Ooh, I kind of like that idea, you know? Like, what if Radical 6 has already killed, like, however much of the population? They said, like, a huge chunk of the population, like 2/3 of it or something like that. Like, what if they're trying to master sending information back so we could, you know, send information back and save save, like, most of the world, you know? What if it comes out to be something like that? I didn't really think about that until now. Interesting. I really like that idea now. But who knows? And, like, once again, it's probably going to be one of those things like the other Nonary games where in order for it to work, you need it to be a life or death situation, you know? To access the morphogenetic fields, you need to be under that, like, insane amount of stress or whatever. I swear, I just know
There's
somehow,
just this feeling I've got. Like, that's what'll happen.
Oh, come on, that again? You fed me the same line when I asked you why you knew my name. How can you know all these things when there's no way on Earth? Yup, he's realizing that he saw that, and she might have had the same thing. Wait, did you see it?
What?
Did you have some sort of, I don't know, premonition?
What? What the hell are you talking about? You sounded like a crazy person the first time, too.
Then you haven't.
Seriously, Sigma, are you okay? I think there's something wrong with you.
This was wrong. Phi was supposed to be acting strange, not me. Instead, here she was asking if I was okay. But what if it wasn't just her? What if I was losing it too? I groaned. My head felt awful. It was like someone had thrown my brain in a food processor and hit puree.
1 minute remains until Ambidex game polling closes.
Hey, it's almost time. What are you gonna pick? If you aren't going to do it, then
No, I'm fine. I'll do it.
You're gonna choose Betray, right?
Yeah. Don't worry about it.
Alright. Take it away.
Phi's gonna hate us. I'm gonna hit Ally.
Until Ambidex game polling.
You guys know me. I stood in front of the selection screen and took a deep breath. This is it. I ran over my options one last time. There was only one possible choice. Well, I mean, I feel like whenever they give us these, like, Ally or Betray and they push us to one answer, the answer they're pushing us to is, like, the more likely path that is gonna lead to, like, an actual ending. I could be wrong. I don't remember, like, all the choices and what led to some of the other real endings, you know, and not just game overs. So I feel like Betray might be because, like, the story's, like, being like, okay, hit Betray, and even Sigma is like that too. That was, like, one of the other endings we had, where they really pushed us and the character was like, okay, like, hit this, and Sigma's like, of course I'm gonna hit this, and then we went against it. And I don't think we ended up getting any good endings when we went against it, so I don't know. But you know me, I always like to pick Ally, and we know that Alice, I mean, who knows? Watch, she'll probably Betray this time just because it's us, but and to, like, add dramatic effect or something. But every other time in the first game, I'm pretty sure every time she's hit Ally. So, you know, I feel like there's a pretty good chance that we will both Ally. But now that I said that, she's probably gonna Betray. So let's do it. Ally. Alright.
Round 1 of results.
Yep.
Thank you, Ambidex.
Alrighty. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the projection, shoving and pushing to get closer.
What the hell were you thinking?
Oh, she watched us hit it. Okay.
Did you hear anything I said?
Yeah, I was, and yeah, I did.
Then?
Well, I want to believe in Alice.
It's not really a rational decision.
I know.
Yo, what's up?
Siggy! Fido!
Fido! Hey, what are you kids
I
doing
remember
over
that
there?
part.
We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. We'll find out if you made the right choice.
Alright, she's gonna hate it. Oh, I like how I just predict what Sigma says sometimes. I wasn't even reading that, I just was saying alright.
Good.
She's gonna hate us if Alice betrayed.
Looks like you're all here.
Finally, let's get ready to rock!
Ambidextrous!
Yeah.
If everybody would please.
Let's do it. Alright. Oh, betray ally. Rip ally. Dio allied this time? And of course Alice betrayed us. I knew it was gonna happen. Interesting. Dio freaking allied? What? I'm mind blown. And Kay and Clover betrayed, but I guess that happened before, right? Yeah, that happened before. I'm not surprised, actually. And frickin' Alice betrayed us. Yeah.
Here are the results from your game.
I guess the last time I remember Alice allying was when she was against Clover and they betrayed her and she was pissed. But I think she also allied against Dio and Quirk and were pissed at them. So literally the only one she allied... So I wonder, do you guys think that other people are having premonitions too? And do you think maybe Alice had premonitions of being betrayed in the first round, like every other time? And so she betrayed this time? Like, it's probably a not true or something, but it's just an interesting thought, you know?
Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelet.
Yeah. Fi's gonna be pissed at us. Hey, Alice! What the hell is this?
Excuse me? I just made the most rational choice.
Yeah, it's freaking the same thing that Fi
The
said.
best way to minimize risk and maximize reward in this situation is to choose betray. Anyone who thinks otherwise is, well, an idiot.
Well, you can call me an idiot, because what happens if everyone in every game hits betray, Alice? Answer me that question. How long does it take us to get out if everyone betrays every round? Why? Why'd you do it?
I could ask you the same question. Why did you do something as stupid as choose ally?
Damn. Why? Haven't you heard of the prisoner's dilemma? We're gonna use what Fi told us now, after we just heard about it too. The best solution is for us all of us to choose ally.
Oh, really? All of us, huh? Kay and Clover chose betray too, you know. Yes. I know about the prisoner's dilemma, but everyone picking ally isn't a reasonable outcome. Just look at the results for this round. What do they tell you? You're a pretty tender-hearted guy to trust somebody you just met. Well, maybe tender-headed would be a little more appropriate in this case.
What?
Oh, was that upsetting? My apologies. I'm only trying to warn you.
Alice is right. You made a stupid choice. And thanks to you, our BP is down to 1 now.
I wish someone would, like, say to these people, like, okay, by your logic, if everyone just hit betray, then how many rounds would it take us to win? To get out? God damn it. Yep, of course. Sigma's... Damn it! I wish I could respond. I wish I could speak to these people. Damn it. Like, I understand their logic, but in the end, they try to convince everyone to hit betray. They're like telling all these people they're hitting betray, and they're saying it's the rational choice, you know? But if everyone hits betray, we're never getting out. I don't know. Am I crazy, guys? Am I stupid? My hands had balled themselves into fists, but my throat was tight and my eyes stung. Why? Why had she done it? Alice was kind of a bitch about that. I know she was like, she said she's trying to teach us something, but I still disagree. Quirk, Dio, and Luna's group, on the other hand, seemed calm, almost happy.
Thank you.
They all allied.
I'm so happy you chose Ally.
No problem.
Dio.
Well, to tell you the truth, Mr. Dio wanted to pick Betray.
What?
Hey!
Mr. Dio told me to pick Betray so that we could get 3 points.
This is so interesting.
He said we could escape together. If we betrayed you, then we'd have 6 BP. And then, if we betrayed someone in the next round, we'd have 9.
Oh, Dio, is this true?
No, that's not what happened at all.
Kidding!
Is there ever going to be an ending where people just talk about the fact that once everyone starts betraying each other, we're never getting out? Or is everyone just going to kill themselves because of Radical 6 or something before that can happen?
I lied. That was a joke. Mr. Dio would never do something like that.
It was a joke?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Man, you really had me going there.
Pretty sure it wasn't.
I really surprised you, huh?
So you really were planning to choose Ally all along? Thank you. Thank you very much.
Poor Luna, so naive.
Don't worry about it. We only did what anybody else would do. Right, Mr. Dio?
Yeah.
I wonder what happened there. Like, every other time, my assumption is that Dio hit Betray, right? So did somehow Quirk get access to the vote? Why is Dio acting so dodgy?
Exactly.
Huh.
I understand. I guess I just haven't had enough time to earn your trust, huh?
I suppose you could say that. I just didn't really expect you to be so nice about it.
We know that Tenmyoji and some of the other lines hinted at, like, trusting Clover a little more for some reason that we don't know yet. Andy has the picture of Akane. Clover was in the last game. Akane was in the last game. I don't know. I wonder what kind of connections are there. It looked like there had been some sort of argument between Kei, Clover, and Tenmyoji, although whatever it was seemed to have resolved itself amicably.
Zero, when does the next round start?
What makes you think we'll be having another round?
Well, you said round 1. If there's a round 1, then...
Besides, didn't that seem possible?
You're right.
When?
I don't know.
Why not?
The voting hall.
They're already...
It's gonna stop us as soon as they get to, like, the talking about the 1 point people, right?
If I had to guess,
Yeah.
I'd say
It's or maybe.
Yeah.
I guess I can tell you. Anyone, I'm pretty
Yep.
correct.
Yep. So, Phi had been right. But how had she known before Zero told us?
I see. Phi, Sigma, and I only have 1 BP. That means we'd have less than 0 if we lost 2 points.
I like how in this timeline, Alice talks shit to us about about hitting Ally and saying that we're, like, too stupid or whatever. Like, hitting Ally is stupid, yet the other 2 doors, obviously she doesn't remember it, or maybe she does, and that's why she hit Betray this time. She hit Ally and got betrayed both times, you know? Anyway. I'm just triggered by the hypocrisy. And the logic, because I feel like the logic is just super flawed of saying everyone should hit Betray because that's a logical choice. How does that get everyone out? The AB game would continue until someone opened the number 9 door. There were no rules about how many people could or couldn't pass through the number 9 door. That meant it was possible for everyone to escape. Yep. The secondary chromatic doors could be opened by any number of people so long as you had the right bracelets. The bracelets would only unlock under 2 conditions: if you left the building or if your heart stopped. If your BP hit 0, yep, kill you.
Oh, one last thing. The next set of chromatic doors you'll be going through are downstairs. You already saw them, right? There should have been 3. That means that to get through, you'll need bracelets in...
But wait! You've already got those bracelets. The colors change.
Yep. It did change. I'm yellow now.
So am I.
Me too.
Oh, so we're with Luna? This is the first time we're with Luna, I think. Right? On a team? Maybe?
It looks like the color wasn't the only thing that changed.
Maybe not.
What do you mean?
Well, it looks like our groups have changed too. I was a solo last round.
Yeah.
But now...
Wait, really? Mine still says solo.
It looks like Luna and I both changed, although I've gone from solo to pair.
I'm the opposite. Mine went from pair to solo.
Ugh.
No change here. Still a pair. I guess this must be magenta. Are you two magenta too?
Why is Dio so thrown off?
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
What's up with Dio? What's going on here?
Clover and I are cyan.
He didn't betray and he's acting different, I feel like. Either that, I don't know. Maybe I'm just on edge now thinking about it, but for some reason Dio just seemed like he was questioning whether that was magenta or not. Was he questioning that, or was he still just thrown off from that AB game?
I think Mr. K and I are pairs, and Miss Clover is a solo?
Looks like it.
Okay.
When did they change?
Back when the AB gates...
Yep.
As soon as the gates go parents, and of course, no rules. Oh.
Yep.
Now, with all of that explained, sadly...
Bye, Zero.
What? Well,
Yep.
I'll never see you guys again.
Bye-bye. The funny thing is seeing this again, it's funny because, like, I thought Zero was joking when he said that, but we really, like,
Did you really think I was gonna cry? Sucker!
But we really don't see Zero again after this. Like, at least Zero Jr. I don't think we do anyway.
As if I'd cry over you.
What the? You fucking dick. Jesus.
You mad? Anyway, good luck. I may be gone, but I'm always watching.
I don't know if I remember saying, like, what the, you fucking dick. I don't know if I remember that.
Maybe I'll see you again someday. Have a nice tragedy.
Have a nice tragedy. Okay. Well, before we start moving on, I'm sure we're going to be doing, like, some exploring of the other rooms before we make it to the other doors, right? Although, well, yeah, because it was 2 hours and 6 minutes, we just spent 45 minutes waiting for the AB game, which means there's still probably, and then this whole explanation, right? So there's probably like an hour left or something like that. But I think that's going to end it for this episode. Then we'll probably make it to the next puzzle room at the end of the next video, probably. Unless, like, it goes by... The dialogue might go by really fast because a lot of it we've seen, you know, talking about, like, what's going to happen probably is we're going to search through the rooms and we're going to go over the different things that people found, like the Schrodinger cat book, the Radical 6 file, or, like, newspaper article, and the moon stuff in the lounge, and we can skip through a lot of that. So we might actually get to the door choice pretty early. I actually have to talk to my friend real fast because he talked about maybe doing like we did in the first branch, where he stopped me from going into the green door on this branch. He said there might be one here that actually, because of my choice, I am actually locked on one path, so I really gotta talk to him. Because I might be going down the one path. I'm not gonna have a choice when it comes to the door, now that I'm looking at this. I guess hitting betray is the 2-branch path. So yeah, we're gonna be stuck with one door choice. We're not gonna get to choose, so... Yeah, I gotta talk to him about that between these episodes, so yeah. Anyways, interesting. So we got some more premonition stuff. We saw a bomb ticking down, blowing up. It looked more like magma. I don't know what any of this is. We were with Phi at the end, and we got a hug. And it looked like there was a number 3 on the bomb, unless that was the countdown. So I'm not sure, but that's interesting. We saw some other flashes of things I feel like we may have already seen. I almost want to go back and look at all those flashes now, since I'm recording the game, because they went by so quick. Although, I don't know, one of them was like, Fi had Alice like slumped in her lap or something, right? I think it was. And I don't know that we ever saw that, so maybe it was a bunch of visions that we haven't seen yet. I don't know. I felt like there might have been 1 or 2 that we've seen, and then there might have been some that we haven't seen, other than the bomb in the hug and stuff. But yeah, very interesting. I'm super curious. Like, we already know that Fi had talked about some timeline stuff in one of the other endings, the Dio end, saying like maybe you'll be able to remember or something. So I'm super interested to find out more. Like, once again, like, I don't think we got any answers, and we got like 15 more questions. So maybe not 15. A lot of these questions are questions we've already had, and it's just stressing the point even more. But yeah, thank you guys so much. I'm looking forward to playing more. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Hit that subscribe button if you did. Also check out my Patreon, where I am like over 10 episodes ahead on there, because I've just been playing more than I've been releasing. So if you want a lot of episodes ahead of time, you can check out my Patreon. Support me on there. The link is in the description, and you'll get access. I very much appreciate it if you choose to. If not, that's fine too. But yeah, link is in the description, or it should be popping up on the screen right about now, or you can go to patreon.com/Morthadon. Anyways, that's going to be it for me, and I will see you in my future videos. Bye-bye.